The knives are well and truly out, folks. The Yellow Order are on the lookout for anyone who dares to criticize the state of liberal democracy. Dissenters are being captured and taken to the town hall dungeons. One resident got recruited to work as a double agent, supplying intelligence to the Yellow Order, handing over names and addresses of residents heard making a negative comment about Torbay. This is also seen as a crime under the present administration. Monjita is a resident, recruited by the Yellow Order. However, Ward Councillor Precious Love isn't pleased with her this morning.
I am feeling so positive about Torbay this day. Isn't it such a glorious place, full of the golden sunshine of liberal democracy? Gaze upon my new expensive golden drapes. Monjita, that smell is one of sheer quality. I have just had the drapes artistically arranged, around my new high-definition screen, here in my brand new media room, on the first floor, at the town hall. I am about to interview an amazing, innovative young man, who was recently employed as an officer at the town hall. He is called Alec Torbay. Tracy Ireland's campaign has meant that the poor boy needs to make out he is looking for evidence that might suggest local housing is inadequate.
Alec Torbay, he shares his surname with lots of other people at the town hall. He could even be a relation to my landlady, Cordelia Torbay of Palmlets, who rents out lots of shoddy property in Torquay town centre. In fact, she gets more money from the housing benefits paid to the poor than anyone else. Tracy Ireland wants landladies like her held to account and made subject to a proper landlord licensing scheme. With another Torbay in the town hall, people might accuse the council of nepotism.
How dare you suggest that people are being employed at the town hall because of who they know and are related to, rather than being the best person for the job? Shame on you, Monjita. You deserve to have your tongue cut out, with sea salt and malt vinegar applied to the fresh wound. Then bodily tied up, and given a couple of turns on our medieval town hall rack. Anyone caught uttering the word nepotism can be interred under Torbay law, into the dungeons. However, I shall be merciful to you on this one occasion. I need you to get back to the Melville area, and start to find out exactly where Tracy Ireland's secret bunker is in the foothills of Melville Hill. She is still at large and releasing her appalling and pathetic videos. Alec, I am sorry to keep you waiting. I can't get the staff. I am struggling to believe that Tracy Ireland escaped from her dungeon at the town hall. Your grandmother believes that my Yellow Order officers forgot to lock the prison gate after they threw her inside. I may not agree with your grandmother's politics, but she wants Tracy Ireland's head on a plate as much as I do. If my highly trained officers of enforcing liberal democracy hadn't locked the gate, it still doesn't account for how she managed to get past the town hall guards. Where are you? Oh, Warren Hill. It is grossly unfair that you are having to inspect the housing up there. All because a maverick, by the name of Tracy Ireland, has turned to social media to tell the whole wide world, and its mother, that Torquay town centre is full of bad housing, drug dens, rogue landlords, and conditions that no one should ever have to live in. I agree. We can say that we need to get a lot more evidence than this before we would be able to take any action against the landlords who own these properties. Of course, our critics will say that the council received evidence for years about bad housing, antisocial behavior and rogue landlords, and we can't need any more. We will be accused of playing games, making sure that your mum doesn't lose out, and then face the charge of nepotism again. We need a different approach, Alec. We talk green, Alec, not politically, but environmentally. We announce being the party that promotes contemporary boarding, instead of having glass in windows. We say that boards are natural products made of wood, that combat climate change. We will criticize Tracy Ireland, claiming that she is locked in a false idea, that people don't want to live in rooms, starved of daylight. She claims that inside the houses there is damp and black mold, and they are being used as crack dens. Let her upload her evidence of that onto your website, and then you ignore it. Hang on, did I just hear something? If Tracy Ireland wants to attack liberal democracy, and refer to the dog we just heard, that she says, howls both day and night, I shall turn and say, what a wonderful and blessed sound of nature it is. I shall speak of wealthy liberal Democrats, who spend a fortune, going to places like Alaska, just to hear wolves howling at a full moon, and here in Torbay, these residents have the privilege right on their doorstep. Tracy Ireland is telling the whole wide world that we broke our election pledge to license private landlords. I learned once in power that such a decision would affect the purses of people like your wonderful mother, Cordelia Torbay of Pomlets. I am confident that we can keep the lid on Tracy Ireland. Your mother is a mightily powerful woman in Torquay, and full of influence. I grew to like her, Alec, as soon as we got elected 3 years ago. Is something starting to kick off up there, Alec? Perhaps you need to go underground. Boy, that was some argument, Alec. However, in future when Tracy Ireland broadcasts spats between low-lifes, like we just heard, I shall boldly announce, in Devon Live, that my level of positivity has gone through the ceiling, and erupted over the ward of Tormohun. I will point to the new theatre group that bought the old cinema in Abbey Road, and say the arguments are them practicing their acting skills. Alec, this day, I feel like a gull soaring above Thatcher Rock. I have answers for all Tracy Ireland's attempts to fight poverty by insisting that we use a big stick against rogue landlords, like your dear mother. That's right, Alec. Do you know, before the internet, people had to complete hard copy diaries to complain about the antisocial behavior around Melville. I found loads piled up in a back cupboard. They are brilliant at starting barbecues. Of course, I shall wait with bated breath to see how many complaints you choose to receive on your website, before suggesting that action gets taken against the landlords around Melville. I'm sure that your mother will be able to help you with that.